Hello guys and welcome back to ColonelMSM, and today we are on Tier Maker, guys. This is the website where you make tier lists, and shout out to the people who made this. Every MSM plus Goth monster, rare and epic comment, March 2025 tier list. So I'm going to rank every single My Singing monster today. However, two things first of all. We're not going to do Dawn of Fire, and we're not going to do rares and epics for now, okay? We're just going to do the common monsters. Alright, so maybe in the future I'll do the rares and epics. If you like this video, then I will. If you guys like this, enjoy this content, then I will. It's also unedited. I'm just going to go through this and have fun. And I'm not going to do every monster today because that would take a while, because I'm going to have a lot to say about each one. So let me know if you want part 2 as well. Okay, starting off we have Tweedle. Very basic monster, but I actually like Tweedle quite a lot. Tweedle on Gold Island is awesome. I'll put him in good for now. Also, sorry if my opinions don't match yours. You don't need to comment saying like I have a different opinion. I'd like to know what your guys' lists consist of, but please don't be negative in the comments. Okay, so yeah, Tweedle's pretty good in the middle. Nothing bad, nothing great. Potbelly, so also I'm going to be talking about the designs and the sound. So the sound, how it looks, and how is, you know, how the monsters are implemented in the song and stuff. I think Potbelly's pretty cool. Not as good as Tweedle, I'd say, so I'd maybe put him in meh. There's nothing bad about him, but he's just nothing special to me. Noggin though, I think Noggin's a great starting monster. I can't say he's great because he is very simple, but I'll put him at the top of good. And by the way, the list will go, like for example, Noggin is better than Tweedle because he's above Tweedle. If he was here, that means Tweedle's better. Okay, right. Toejama time! So, Toejama is really cool. I like him. I think he's a very good, simple monster. I'm putting him in great. I don't know what it is, but I think his design too is very cute. He's my favorite single. Mammoth. I mean, Mammoth, we all know him, we all love him. There's a reason why he's become the mascot of the game. I can't put him in the best because he is pretty simple, but I will put him in amazing because we all love mammoths. Okay, moving on to the double elements now. We have a Dandy-Doo. Dandy-Doo, for any of you OG fans, very nostalgic monster. We all remember the Dandy-Doo song, the Dandy-Doo Christmas song. Very iconic Mofix videos there, but they unfortunately lost media now. Anyways, Dandy-Doo actual in-game though. Pretty funny monster, to be honest. I'm gonna have to put him in great. I think I'll put him below Toejama. I like his design, he's very cute, and I think he has a nice sound. Cybop. So, Cybop time. Cybop is a pretty cool monster, I won't lie, but I can't put him any higher than good. I'll put him in between his parents because look, air plus earth equals Cybop. Anyways, I think I'll probably put him in between. Yeah, I think his design's nice. Actually, no, I'll put him above Noggin because I think his design's really nice. It sounds alright. Okay, moving on to the second row now. We got Quibble. Oh, Quibble's really nice. I think just having a very simple piano monster really adds so much to some of the islands he's on. Could you imagine Air or Cold Island without Quibble, okay? Quibble really adds a lot, especially on like continents and stuff. I don't know if I'm really including Dawn of Fire in this video. I guess so, I guess I am. But yeah, amazing monster here. I'm gonna have to put him above Mammoth, to be honest. Sound is amazing, and even the design is really cute. Okay, next up is Pango. I know a lot of you guys really love Pango. He seems like a fan favorite monster, to be honest. I personally don't love him all that much. He sounds alright. He doesn't really look like a monster though, he's just a cute little penguin. I'll put him in meh. I hope that isn't controversial, but I will put him at the top. Okay, then it is Shrub. Okay, Shrub is okay. I think the fact that his legs extend really long is actually pretty funny. But he has a pretty basic design. His sound is alright, but there is kind of like better beatboxing in the game, so I'm gonna have to say he's like meh as well. I think I'll say he's the best in meh, though. I think Sugarbush, I meant not Sugarbush, Octopus. I don't know where Sugarbush came from. Octopus, I think, is pretty iconic. I think he has a very nice sound. And I think he is one of the best monsters when it comes to implementing all of his elements. I like when the monsters implement their elements, you know, because surprisingly a lot of monsters actually don't. Like if we just take, for example, Flugo. Tell me what Flugo does to look like fire, or earth, or what's his other element? Air? I don't know. Flugo, you don't, you know. Sorry for picking you out, Flugo, but you know. Anyways, Octopus, however, he's an octopus, like water, and he's a tree, like plant, so I just love this guy. He has a great sound. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say he's amazing, to be honest. I think he's really nice. I like him. Yeah, we'll put him there. Okay. Furcon. So Furcon's another mascot of the game. He has a pretty basic sound. It's not anything special. He's kind of like a lesser Dandido, I guess. And I've never really been a fan of his design because it's just annoying having this like really small monster. But you know, he's cute. I just kind of wish he didn't become like a mascot of the game because that kind of sets high expectations for him, and he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Okay. So I'll put him in good. I'll put him in top of good. I don't know how many monsters I'm going to do in this video. I'll just see how long we go for, and we'll probably do all of the naturals today, and then next video we can maybe do the fires, etc. But yes, pretty cool monster. And then we have Fwog. Now Fwog is he's nice. I like him. I know he's another fan favorite. I think his design's really great, so he's going up high for that. He sounds pretty basic. I think he can go at the end of the great tier. Okay, next up is Jumpla. Creations of a Jumpla. He's pretty meh, I'm not gonna lie. He's kinda like, you know, we already had like a drum type monster early on. He's nothing special. His design's kinda funny though. I think he's gonna have to be out, above Potbelly. I'd say he's above Potbelly. Okay, next is row 3 now. We got the Ma. This is our last double. Ma is a really funny guy. I love his sound. His sound alone is gonna make him an amazing. His design's pretty basic, pretty lackluster. But yeah, he's going amazing purely because of that sound. Honestly, I love him. Riedling is a cute little doggy. I think he sounds nice. We do get a lot of better sort of like flute sounds later on in the game, but as a starting flute sound, he's pretty cool. I'll put him in the middle. I don't think there's anything amazing about him. He's definitely better than like Furcon and these guys though. Who's next then? Sponge. Okay. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but Sponge is honestly the best one yet. I think I'm gonna have to put him in amazing. I don't know, should I put him in the best? I love Sponge so much. Okay, the design is just adorable. I just want to squeeze him. He's so cute. And he just has a little whistling sound. It's adorable. I love Sponge so much. And don't even get me started on Epic Sponge. Hopefully we'll get around to him eventually at some point. But, oh, Sponge. I think I might put him in the best. No. I love him, but I think I'll just put him in amazing for now. I love him though. I do really love Sponge. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Thumpies. Thumpies is interesting because I'm pretty sure he copies Mammoth on every island he's on. Because if Thumpy's on an island, then Mammoth's also on the island. And the Thumpies copies Mammoth all the time. Cold Island, Earth Island, Gold Island, Continent, Tribal Island, Cave Island. He just replicates him. Doesn't mean it's bad, but he is kind of just like a background monster when it comes to sound. But when it comes to design, he's so cute. You got the two little guys from the Thumpy game. Gotta love the Thumpy. I think, you know, the characters being too iconic. I gotta put them in good. I'll put them behind Reedlim. I think this is a nice spot for Thumpies. Okay, right, we've got a few more monsters left now. We got next up is Scups. Okay. I don't think anyone really likes Scups all that much. His design's fine, but it's nothing great. I don't really know what's going on with this guy, what his design's supposed to be. He's like a plunger, I guess. He's definitely the worst natural, though. I think we all know that. Nothing really going on here. I think I'm gonna have to say he's bad, to be honest. His sounds actively ruin songs for me, to be honest. Like him on Party Island. Oh. Yeah, it just doesn't sound musical enough. I don't know. Okay, Next up is Pom Pom, everybody's favorite. This is very iconic monster, obviously. It's nothing great, to be honest, though. I think some of her sisters are definitely better. You know, Hula, Souza, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'll put her in good for now because it is a very iconic monster. I think the design's nice, but I wouldn't say she's as good. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for Pom Pom. Okay, and then we have Kongil. Kongil is... He started off as a really boring monster, okay? We already had Noggin, who makes basically an identical sound to him. They're both gold bongo. So, originally you'll think, okay, this guy, boring design, boring sound, is going to be a boring guy. But then Tribal Island came along and introduced the fact that Congo can talk. And then he's all like, come on, let's go. And then, on Space Island he talks. And, he has a really nice fire presence, so for that, he's still gonna have to be meh for me. I think the fact he can talk is really nice, but I can't put him above Shrub. Can I? Yeah, I'll put him above Shrub. Okay, I'll put him right there. Okay, so next we have Pommel. So Pommel is not a very good monster. You can never really hear him on any islands, genuinely, unless he's in the middle of your island or something. You can't even hear him. He also has a really boring sound, to be honest. It's just like a deep drum. We've already had a lot of natural drummers, so yeah. I think he's better than Scups. He has a cute design at least, because he's a cute shark. I think we'll put him... I think he's meh. I don't think that he's bad, but he really is pushing it. Alright, and then we have Clambo. We love Clambo, okay? Clambo is amazing. Alright, Clambo's sound adds so much to Earth Island, to Plant Island, to Gold Island. Alright, and don't even get me started on the Tribal Island. Wow, really good. And then the design's cute too. I really like it. So yeah, we needed a symbol monster. Clambo is the GOAT. Okay, right. Honestly, I'd say he's better than Moore as well, and Octopus, I think. No, yeah, that's good, okay. Right. Bogart. Oh, wow, we're having bangers now. Everybody loves Bogart, okay? He's going in the best. In fact, he's better than Sponge, because his design is basic, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of his design, but by goodness does his sound make it fine, because his sound on Plant Island is gorgeous, okay? That part where he goes do 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 do. That's my impression, guys. Anyways, beautiful sounds. Honestly, all of his tracks are amazing. He adds so much to Cold Island, to Gold Island. Oh, don't he? Oh, Gold Island when he's like so dramatic at the end. Wow. I love Bogart, okay? And even in Dawn of Fire, he's amazing, okay? We all love Bogart, right? Don't we? Okay, and that leaves us with one final triple. And then we'll do the quads. Alright, so here we have Trox or T-Rox. Sometimes I say Trox and you guys say actually it's T-Rox. Okay, so T-Rox. I guess that makes sense because he's like T-Rex. So I got all T-Rox here. Now he's really nice because he's like the first triple you get. And he is a nice triple. He's really cool. Like, I remember first getting him when I was really young, to be honest. I was, like, in my 40s or something. And he was a really nice monster. He's great. He's great, honestly. I think he adds to songs. He has a cute design. Well, it's not very cute, but it's, like, a sweet design. I like it. I think he's got to go in great. I think I'll put him at the top of great. And then, moving on now to our quads. I'm actually just going to move them all up here so I don't have to keep looking down. So, to finish off... Wait, who are we missing? Oh, Riff. And then also, Mimic. Ooh. Okay, so, Shellbeat is, awesome, okay? We had a lot of drummers, but Shellbeat takes it to the next level. He's got a whole drum kit. He is like, you know, I love when a quad feels like it really brings together an island. Like, before Shellbeat, Water Island's like, okay, where's this going? And then Shellbeat shows up and it's like, oh, yeah. As Bemibit would say. So yeah, you're amazing. Honestly, he's like a better version of Clamble, to be honest. And then there is Chorister, who is honestly, I don't like him as much as some people would probably like him. I think there's a lot of choir monsters, as seen in the Continent, like the end of Continent, where you've got like 5 monsters all going like la la la. You know, I don't know. You got Tweedle and Furcon and Candelabra. But yeah, so he's good though. I think I'll put him at top of good. Maybe behind Reed. No, I'll put him at top of good. I think, yeah. Actually, the design though, his design is so freaking cool that I think he might just go up to great, okay? And then DG, DG, DG's freaking awesome, okay? I'm sorry. I think he's amazing, okay? He's going to the top of amazing. He's just so cool. The way he's all like bum ba da ba da ba da ba ba ba. And then he has that awesome like on Gold Island. And then there's Riff, who is like a guitar like whoa. Okay, a guitar like when it was just the naturals, a guitar was just so cool. Obviously nowadays we got like Piplash and all this stuff, but back then Riff was like, yo, that's the monster you want to have, okay? He's great. He's going up here, I'd say. I think I gotta put him up here, you know, because he's better than Moore. Yeah, I think he's there. Okay, and then Endbrat, alright. Now Endbrat might not sound amazing, but everyone remembers getting their first Endbrat, okay? And I remember back in the day, getting an Endbrat was like, whoa. Okay, he's iconic. He has a cute design. I think he's going up here as well. I love all the quads, okay? I think he can go maybe here. Alright, and last but not least is Mimic, okay? Mimic is a nice monster because of the anticipation for the Air Quint, as well as the fact we all knew about Mimic for a while, so it's so awesome they added him to the game fully. I'm personally not that big a fan of him, to be honest. His sound on Fire Oasis isn't very good. He mimics Spirits and Gobbledygook. I don't really like him very much. I'll put him in meh. Sorry if that's a bad opinion. But yeah, so that was the naturals all ranked. Thank you for watching, guys. Next video we'll do the fire monsters, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.